Oh yeah, I remembered it. I've already cast Mage Armor, which is good because
Yup.
Mama just killed my friends.
Okay. Mama.
Ooh, I mean it's perfect in all senses.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me turn it down a little bit. It's really loud in my ear, so I don't know how loud it is for you guys. Alright, so last session we left off. We left off at Mama Blood having some issues. You guys rescued them you guys rescued the others from the cave. You healed up Asher for the most part. You got the Sentinels came and brought you guys back with the fox. The fox was taken away, much to V's dismay. And you guys were brought before the Night King and left then. And there was a nice little conversation, and then some family reunion time.
And then someone decided to fuck it up. And I'm steal his eyes.
During the family reunion time, the Day King probably decided to interject in the only way he could at that time.
Well, I hate to inform you, but the punishment for that is death.
So, Bled
Mental.
pulled back, grabbed her head, and started screaming, and that's where we left off.
B's going to step in front of Nyla.
What's going on? What is this?
And kind of just push Nyla back and kind of get SB's attention to kind of help with that.
Like, get SB to help get Nyla away from Mama Blood?
Yeah. Or at least, like, get her to help kind of make him stand back over it.
She'll do it. I'll say she'll do it. Nyla, do you resist them?
No.
It's like a soft little light touch of like, hey, move back.
Give it some space. There's a doctor.
As soon as you push Nyla back and Nyla moves back, Asher kind of moves in and picks her up and tries to start taking her back to the bedroom, like through the door to her rooms. And like I said, this room's pretty big. This room's pretty big. This room is meant for them.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's a Ganima. This room is meant for them. So Asher gets past the thrones in the room, and actually, Random has seen my crudely drawn sticky note of the war room.
Yeah, 'cause
Don't laugh at it.
you put it on a napkin for crying out loud.
No, don't laugh at it, because I did it in like 30 seconds on a piece of scrap paper.
Oh, that's right.
And it looks like a pumpkin, but ignore that.
Laugh.
Oh my
Laugh,
god,
laugh,
it looks
laugh.
like a pumpkin!
These
Laugh.
these are the thrones,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the moon, like the half moon table that you guys are sitting at, and these little dots were Mithril, Robin, Ivorn, somebody else, Blood, and Asher, and Daddy, and Nyla are all right here, and Night King's right there, and these are the two doors, and that's the door you lot came in. With my
Red and
fucking
white,
pumpkin.
What?
It's definitely a pumpkin.
It's a circle.
Or a very chubby bear.
I did not base my map off of Schmugen's mask at all. I did not. It kind of looks like a bear, doesn't it? Anyway, so there's a lot of space right here. There's a lot of space. So Asher, god damn it, I'm just fucking pumpkin. Asher gets her about directly behind the thrones before she kind of just explodes.
What?
And now there's
Yeah.
a big fuck off white wolf in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And it's upset.
That's not good.
Parker's mostly looking at the Night King because doesn't want to take an inordinate reaction.
Bee's just gonna make sure that Nilo doesn't move up towards her. So she's gonna always keep herself in between Nilo and the thrones and lead.
And the Night King is
And
still in his chair, but tensed up.
Septimus would like to cast Detect Magic, and he's specifically gonna look at Blethen and just see if it's got that same sort of name magic on her.
You see those chains, like the chains on her. You see two different colored chains. You see the green one that you saw on Elorian, but you also see the gold ones that you saw on Oberon, and the gold one is pulled tight. And it's choking her.
I'm just gonna message Oberon, who has your name, because something bad is happening here and I need to know who it is.
He'll answer back and just strained in a very strained way because he's fighting it, but he says Nidius.
Cool.
I also want to make sure Roth's not having any issues.
Mm-mm.
Is it? It's just Bled.
It's just her.
but then apparently Oberon, but the only one who knows that is Septimus.
Well, Oberon,
What do we do?
you get the sense that Oberon's struggling to say the name because he's not supposed to say the name.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like, he's not struggling in the fact that he's being dealt with right now. He's struggling in the fact that he said the name. He's probably going to get dealt with here in a little bit for saying it.
Mm-hmm.
But right now the focus is on Lethem.
What do we do about this?
We have to wait.
Asher's gonna not. Asher's just gonna look at you. He's gonna look at his dad. And then Asher's just gonna shift and try and pin her down. And the Night King's just like, I can't do anything right now. Not until he gets her subdued.
Does Dispel Magic work?
No.
Have you ever tried putting her, this sounds terrible, in a bag of holding?
He just looks at you.
It's another plane. It's another plane of existence. If he cannot control her in a different plane, that would work.
I don't think that it has enough space.
And she would probably suffocate.
10 minutes.
Not
If it-
suffocate anyone, please.
I don't
Okay.
know the limitations of that, but and just looks at the giant fucking wolf that is bled.
And the
I'm
other
pretty
one that
sure
is...
it couldn't hold it.
I mean, that's true. He's just flipping through his book. He's like, Tiny Hut is not going to work. Okay. I was going to take a spell. I was going to learn a spell. And it's not going to work. Yay, because I didn't take it, because I took another spell instead. This is weird.
Bee will get her scimitars out, but not in a I'm going to attack stance. More of a like if Let then ends up getting freed. It's more of a defensive stance.
I just want you guys to know the purple and the moonstone dice is Bled.
One and
The
one.
fire dice is Asher.
Should we help restrain her? I might be able to
Oh.
try.
1 point. Asher won by 1 point.
Oh,
And that kind of makes sense. Considering she's probably just thrashing.
Yeah, she is
And
not
he's trying not to hurt her.
right. He gets her pinned after a minute. You guys see them kind of tussle a little bit. You feel it because the room's kind of like rumbling a little bit at this because they're fucking huge. And he gets her pinned down and he just kind of looks over at the Night King like, help. And then Mithriel and Robin and them are all kind of standing in front of you guys, just ready to do something. Like, they don't know what. But Mithriel in particular is like, God damn it. So. Asher, if anyone wants to insight Asher on the look he's giving the Night King, incite the wolf.
I will incite the
I will
wolf.
too.
I will not incite. I'm inciting my armpit. It's very interesting.
And I
A 7.
incite the wolf.
Okay.
7. I'm
Nile,
worried.
Nile,
little
I'll
concerned.
give you advantage, but
15. I'm still worried.
yeah. Halgrim and Nilo, you can guess that he's trying to get the Night King to come over and use probably the bond to calm her down.
Is the Night King doing that?
He's gotten up and is coming over, yeah. Because you guys gotta remember, he can't hurt her, so he could not help Asher pin her down. Because he probably would hurt her.
Yeah.
The Night King comes over. Let's see if this works. He comes over and Asher's got her head pinned down with a foot. And the Night King's tiny compared to her right now. He comes over to her nose.
A wee bab.
He comes over to her nose and he
Pictured
kind
the
of
Night
puts a
King as
hand
a
on it.
giant for some weird reason.
I mean, compared to the Tarask-sized wolves, yes.
Wee bab.
He's a tall man too, and she makes him look like a Ken doll.
Again, Tarask-sized wolves.
But he comes over and he puts a hand on her nose and starts talking to her and just trying to calm her down. And he kind of hugs her nose. Like, you guys see the Night King get so soft. He kind of like tries to hug her nose and is talking to her and trying to get through, and she's still fucking snarling, and that one fell off the fucking thing. Oh, good. Oh, that worked out perfectly. Actually, let me roll advantage for him, see if he can. No, that's worse. Okay. The Night King's talking to her for a minute, and he's talking to her for several minutes and like just stroking her nose and kind of hugging her and trying to calm her down. And after a few minutes, she just stops snarling and just gives up. And just kind of just goes limp. Like, she's not biting Asher anymore. He doesn't get off of her, but he's not fighting her anymore. And Septimus, your detect magic is still up.
Mm-hmm.
You see the chain go loose.
Cool. Whatever the asshole who has her name stopped, by the way.
Asher kind of looks over. This big fuck off wolf looks over at Septimus. And he's like, kind of gives you a wolf acknowledgement, and then
The tilty thing that dogs do, like,
he gets off of her slowly because the Night King is still at her mouth. And shifts, like, he doesn't shift back, but he sits down just in case she kind of loses it again. That way he doesn't have to waste time this time shifting, just in case she tries to, nom the Night King.
Or anybody else.
Or anyone else.
Night King's petting her nose, and he's gone.
And there he goes.
Oh no.
But after several minutes, she calms down enough, the panic stops to where she changes back, and she just kind of collapses into the Night King. She looks exhausted. She doesn't say anything though. She's just crying and collapses into him.
Just everything about Helgrim's body language is two things: tense and rage.
If
I'm sure
anyone
Robin is like, calm down.
is anyone looking at the Night King,
I mean, Howden is.
He is probably.
Yeah.
Magic eyes.
feel free to insight him. You don't see anything magically, Septimus.
Cool.
You don't see anything magical, and then the shadows envelop.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Nora's too
I
scared.
know exactly what he's thinking.
Nora's too scared.
Double nat 20. Helgrim gets a double nat 20.
Yeah, it's probably because Helgrim, Nilo, and the Night King are thinking the exact same.
Actually,
fucking right now.
Septimus on the magic note, because he reminded me, because you would see that. You see the shadows in the room suddenly get very present, and
Great.
Just shadow aura
Just-
just flickers around him.
angry.
Mm-hmm.
Halgrim and V, you notice that as well. But Nilo and Halgrim, you guys see the shift in disposition of his shoulders, just the way he's holding himself. Like he's holding her and comforting her from the front, but from the back you can see just he is fucking pissed.
Yeah, the very same. Yeah, Helgrim understands because their body language is the same right now.
Yep.
Just
Nilo is trying to hold himself from shifting out of rage.
He's
Asher,
just gone back to sit in a chair.
Asher as the wolf is. You guys, Asher's just fucking mad. You guys know Asher's mad all the time anyway, but Asher's
well, yes, but they keep hurting his sister.
furious right now.
Yes, because they keep hurting his sister.
You can. Those of
You are
you
sister.
looking at the Night King can tell he's having a silent conversation with somebody, probably Asher, and Asher's probably demanding something right now
Nighty gets his head.
in his mouth.
Preferably just alive enough to stroke just a little.
Just a wee bit.
Some salt and pepper on it and crush it.
Yeah, so he gets the satisfaction of the struggle before the
But so the Night King picks her up and takes her back to the bedroom area. Like he goes through the door and down a hallway, and he doesn't close the door behind him. But you guys see a long hallway, and he disappears into a door in the very back of the hallway with her. The commander follows, as does Liam. Asher just stays where he's at. He's too pissed off to shift back right now. And Mithril actually speaks up on this one. And he's like, well, and he looks at Robin and he goes, I think this is probably going to move our plans up a lot. And Robin just is like, God damn it. Espy comes over and just like hugs Nilo.
Nilo needs it.
Asher looks over at Nilo and it's just like,
I'm sorry.
Like
V,
for a
V's
moment,
gonna ask Mithrio, are we actually, or are you actually prepared for it to move forward? Because if you're going to do something rash, you're the Night King. Probably will do something rash.
we could take Nidius out if it's a stealth type mission. And he looks over at Asher. But
Stealth.
Just a fearbog walking
Sherry just walks across the war room. Stealth.
Yeah.
He
White,
just
White
looks.
Raven following her.
He just he just looks at Asher when he says stealth mission, and Asher kind of just bares his teeth.
And if that stealth
You should
mission
kill him.
fails, then what happens?
War.
I think
We're
that's
already
about to already going to happen here in about 15 minutes. Because I don't know if you lot saw him, but I've not seen him that mad in few hundred years.
15 minutes is too long. Like, to be clear, Nilo's pretty much almost a foot taller with hair starting to bush on his arms, and he's trying to, like, just shrink back down, not the time to shift.
Asher kind of looks at Nilo when he notices that and just gives you like a little warning growl, like, don't, please don't, like, just don't.
I am trying my best.
The mother.
Batunka.
Septimus is almost on the point of like messaging him soft kitty, but soft puppy, warm puppy, little ball of fur. But he's like, tamp it down. Tamp it down. Don't do it, but do it.
I mean,
Roll a
you can
dice,
always
see
see
if
what
you do
happens.
it.
Yeah, you know what? Roll a dice to see if you can control
I
yourself.
rolled a 7.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save, and I'll tell you if you pass or fail.
Well, she rolled a 7 and
Rolled a 7, so she's gonna do it.
like a 10 on Septimus'.
Oh, I was talking about Nilo.
Oh.
I
Fair
was
enough.
talking about Nilo wisdom save.
He's
Oh.
gonna get
Oh, me?
12.
Okay.
You're gonna get 12.
You're seeing it as he transforms.
Ah,
Good.
have the numbers. I have the numbers
Fuck.
flipped.
Am
So-
doing.
Puppy,
Am
warm puppy,
You save.
little ball of fur.
You save by about 6 points.
Okay, good.
Between Septimus and Asher's warning growl, you're like, okay, yeah, I probably shouldn't freak
I'm
the
still
fuck
in
out.
direct control.
You guys see Nyla go back to his normal self. He's still a little frustrated looking, but
A little, yeah.
just a little bit.
I have questions because I don't have all the information, so excuse me for my ignorance. What exactly have you done to try to stop that from happening? Because apparently dispel magic doesn't work. Have you tried putting her in another plane of existence? How far does that control reach?
Who are you talking to?
The room in general. Everybody. Because everybody else seems to know something, and Septimus is like, I'd like information.
I want to see it. Do any of you want to answer him, or do you want an NPC to answer him?
I do not
Player
know.
me has actually forgotten.
Elgrim?
Everyone doesn't know how far true names extend.
Even V probably doesn't need.
Okay, I
actually.
just wanted to make sure none of you wanted to answer before I had an NPC
that-
helping.
I
that
think I
plus
do
Helgrim
know,
is-
but I don't think V knows.
Helgrim isn't here right now. He's staring off into the middle distance and not hearing anything.
So, I'm trying to remember who's holding the fucking ring, because Liam left, and I was gonna have Liam do it.
Robin. Mithril,
Robin.
Thorian.
Roth.
Actually, you know what?
Roth.
The spooky shadows are still there. Hey,
Oh,
spooky shadows.
The shadows are fucking writhing right now. You guys see like shapes and animals and creatures just moving. Like
Is-
the Night King's
Is
pissed.
Kieran still here, or did he go with?
Kieran's still in the room as a dragon.
Yes, and I'm sure he's very displeased.
And you guys, Kieran's form, you know where it was more soft and smooth?
Mhm.
It's now more aggressive looking.
Angry.
By the way, what about the certain passenger on in Helgrim?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Helgrim may not maintain control here in a minute. Oh, baby, no. He's mad. He's mad. Helgrim, you... Before I have an NPC answer, Septimus, you feel him trying to just claw his way into control, but you can make a charisma save to try and keep him from losing his goddamn mind.
Go on. It's
Question.
your best stat.
If I stab myself, can I get advantage?
Sure.
How much damage do you want to take?
Hey, you in there, sit down.
Oh, you
That
got
much?
so fucking lucky. Let me see.
Oh,
what...
hey, you've got Ashwood. That's nice to know.
That's that name. That's a gift from Blood.
Still want me to make that charisma save though.
Yeah.
15.
You win. The snarling in your head, however, is migraine inducing. He is angry.
Yeah, so is Helgrim.
Those of you who are watching Helgrim, though, you notice his features kind of sharpen a little bit. Just
And then he just stabs himself in the leg.
Please don't do that. I'm gonna have to fix that.
And what?
I
while he
can't feel
thinks-
my leg.
Yeah. While he thinks he's saying it just in his head, he probably is also saying it out loud, but in primordial, so it just sounds like rocks clattering together. Of just, we will resolve this later.
Well, in the meantime, don't stab yourself. Yeah.
Septimus,
Yeah.
Thorian
Forward of that
actually
purpose.
looks at you. Thorian actually looks at you, Septimus, Mr. Policey McPolice face.
Septimus smiles and Bratton smiles.
Or just tries to hide.
We have tried various ways to try and correct this, but removing control of a true name from someone once they know it is nearly impossible unless you wreck their mind or you kill them.
I mean, I can
So-
technically do that.
Do what?
Not to... I could wreck the dude who has the gold chains on her.
Good luck with that. We've tried.
He didn't have me.
He looks at Asher. Asher is just like snarling again. Like,
I take it it's the day, bastard.
If you mean Nadius, then sure.
Thorian
Yeah,
just
V's gonna nod. She's known this whole time. I think out of the room, V's just not. She doesn't feel angry. She's just more of like annoyed.
Your passenger feels angry though.
Yeah. So V specifically.
Yeah, but he's not trying to pull a Kynan and claw his way out.
Yeah.
Partially because he can't, but
Have you tried Private Sanctum? Just out of curiosity.
what?
It's spell. I was gonna learn it, and then I decided not to learn it because I figured that was like not useful.
No.
Alright, I'll keep an eye out for a spell scroll. If I see it, I'll pass it on your way. It's a new thing you could try.
I suggest we rip Nadius's tongue out.
But we could do that.
Asher
I was
growls in
thinking about,
agreement.
like, less the tongue because then he can still control her with his mind, and more like physically maybe ripping out his skull, planting a flower inside it, and fucking it up that way.
I
You-
suggest we don't run in blindly. And she looks at Asher like.
He just growls at you.
I heard the word
She-
stealth.
She growls back. It's like a more little like a high pitched like rabbity like hissy thing.
She's
So just-
growling at the gargantuan wolf.
Yeah, but from what you described, it sounds like a panicked squeal, regardless.
No,
I know.
it's like yeah, you know what I
To
mean.
you,
It's
he
hard to
sound
explain.
to him. You sound like food that's talking back. Is what you sound like.
Yeah, she doesn't care. She's Ash is gonna do like for some weird reason. V's just like Mithril's in the room and she can't do anything, so she's just gonna behave.
Mithril is just like, I'm not getting in the middle of that. Because Asher can deal with her just as well as he can.
Oh, she knows that, but you know, she likes testing herself.
Thorian kind of looks at the rest of you. Hopefully, what I think's about to happen does not cause us more problems, but just be ready for your mission to change. He's very, and he kind of looks around the room because the shadows moving are extraordinarily visible to everyone present.
That one looks like an angry flamingo, which is terrifying if you've ever seen one.
It's got teeth.
Yeah.
Oh god.
The shadows look angry.
How's Ibis and Panther? 'Cause
They are restless, and their features again look a little more aggressive, sharp.
Alright.
You get the sense, those of you who know about the Night King, he is the ruling power in the Shadow Plane too. Like, his mood affects all of them. Except for Bledden, of course. So, he gets angry, they get angry.
So what's the plan then? Do we go to the day court and kill every last one of them?
Mithril looks at you and he's like, no.
V and Mithril will just go no at the same time.
Well, no.
We're not going
she
to
just
kill
gives-
innocent people because their king is an asshole.
Why don't we just dethrone him and put somebody else in charge of the day court?
That's the plan. That's been the plan all along. It's just he's got Oberon on a leash just like he does with her.
You know,
I'd be
dethrone is
surprised
a
if
funny
he's
way-
not currently going after Oberon once he had his fun with her.
Dethrone is a funny way to say eviscerate.
Asher agrees. Dad comes out of the back room. He went with the Night King. And he's like... He looks at Nyla and he goes... Come here.
Whoa, he's like waves. Okay.
He's like doing this.
Yeah, gesturing for you to follow him.
All right, Nyla will start to walk that direction then.
He'll lead you back into the hallway and shut the door. You pass the Night King. He is furiously stomping down the hallway back towards the door.
Yep.
No.
Same, bro. Same.
This way.
He's headed towards you guys.
No.
Oh,
This
you
way,
guys.
No,
don't
he's
come this way.
angry.
Oh,
No.
I
No.
got
I
this.
hate
Don't come
Out.
this way. Don't come this way. Don't come this way.
You guys,
They're like,
the shadows react to him getting closer.
V's just getting entertained at her party like Septimus and like Nora just kind of like
Freaking out.
and then V's just kind of sitting there like she's not pissed off. Well, someone else is pissed off, like Crane is.
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
She's the only
He's
one
not
that's kind
pissed
of
off
sitting
at
there.
you.
Yeah, she's kind of just sitting there like just cross-armed, relaxed. Unlike before when she was just irritated.
Crane is being very attentive right now. But yeah, the Night King passes by you, Nilo, and you've heard how calm and collected he usually is, and he doesn't get angry often. But there are stories of
Stories of wrath and ruin.
wrath and ruin when the Night King gets
Who's
mad. The door opens without him touching it into the war room, and it slams shut behind him. He is pissed. And he looks at Thorian in particular before kind of side glancing at Asher. And Asher shifts back at this point and has got his arms crossed and he's like trying not to pace. And the Night King just looks at Thorian and Asher and he goes, "Go ahead and draft up the war declaration. I'm done with this." Asher just starts grinning.
Time has come.
Because Asher wants his head. And Asher's been promised his head.
Okay. She keeps quiet.
And no one... Does anyone try to contest him?
Even on that 19, like, I'm just sitting here like,
Go on, Septimus.
Make your choice.
yeah, actually, you know what? V will. Like,
Septimus is like, he's like,
She's-
I'm gonna save you from yourself.
she's gonna be like, "Are you sure that's wise?" And I mean, "Are you sure you were prepared?" And I mean, fully prepared, not just half-assed prepared. I have seen some shit when people rush into things and they all die.
Oh, I'm not rushing into this. This has been planning for... I don't know why I looked at a watch. This has been planning.
Crackle a clock.
Has a sundial, a moon dial.
Moon dial on his wrist. This has been planning for centuries. I just need those weapons. And I need something else. Yes, I'm sure we can take him. I can take him. I can't act on him myself. Because he will do that, but worse. So, I know I said earlier that this is probably too difficult for you, but plans have changed. So, how would you lot like to go to the Hidden Court and free Alorian? And actually, Thorian's just like, whoa, what? Like, you say that again?
V's just gonna be like, "Look, we're more likely to die right now in the Hidden Court than later.
Not if you're
Unless you
careful.
have some way of aiding us. We're pretty much not prepared, and they have no idea what the hell's going on. I've only been there once, and I still have no idea what the hell's going on. I don't even know what's there."
Give me a few days. I'll see what I can come up with. But we need Alorian. And Thoreus. And he kind of just looks at Thorian to gauge his reaction, and Thorian just kind of does like a silent, like, lip curl at that about his dad. But he doesn't say anything.
Johannes the Night King, my lord and liege.
Septimus, just call him the Night King. You don't have to act all fancy.
He's literally my lord and liege. I
Yes.
kind of do.
But it makes you sound like you're trying to suck up to him.
I am also very much doing that, your lord and liege. Who is your strongest wizard, and have they tried Private Sanctum on your good dear love of your life person you would rip out the heart of anybody who would destroy her?
Me, probably, but,
Have you tried that? Oh god, I'm just questioning the king. That's a bad idea.
It's fine.
I don't
Execute that man.
want. I will not put her in a prison again.
It's less about a prison if you are one of the few people who can kill the fucker who has the golden chains on people. She can be controlled. She is your weak spot. She could turn around and kill you, which would destroy her in turn. Logically
Because-
speaking.
At,
Bad
at
things.
that, at the whole, like, she could possibly kill you, V slightly glances at Roth a little bit.
He.
And then
Bond mates
back
make
to
you
Septimus.
strong. Bond mates make you weak. They are a point of contention. They are your easy, most manipulated part. She is your love, but she's also the chink in your armor, and I don't want you to die if you can kill that fucker. No offense, my lord and liege. Please don't kill me.
He just, again, just repeats that he won't throw her in another cell. But Asher kind of does pipe up for a second and looks at him. Why don't we put her to sleep? Can't control her if she's not conscious. He kind of shoots Asher a look, but it's not like an angry look. It's more of a... You can insight him. You know what? Insight him. If you want to know what the look is about, you can insight him, because...
No. Septimus never knows what anybody else
What
is
is
thinking.
with my rolls?
Well, the Night King
It's
is...
me and you, 6 and 7, 6 and 7, 6 and 7. We're like, I want
Something
him.
higher than a 10, yes.
The
Moria
Night...
gets it.
The Night King is not really easily read, so it's fine. Nora, however... You've seen him
Seen this look before.
furious. But you've also seen him in the same moment a look of unsurety and slight panic. Like, the thought of putting her to sleep, you can see there's that little bit of panic.
What do you have to fear?
I'm afraid if we do that, she won't wake back up.
And you figure out how to wake her up.
Spell magic is a spell people can learn. Sometimes it's just like, I don't, like, oh, it's gonna kill me.
Septimus
He
is not
looks
that
at
kind of sleep.
Septimus. He looks at Septimus. That doesn't work for everything. And it doesn't work for name magic.
That's also very good. Septimus just takes out his notebook and is continuing to write, like, that's good to know. Oh, man.
He kind of just looks at Septimus for a moment, like he wants to say something, but he's not going to right now. It's not the moment. But he looks at Nora and he kind of just raises an eyebrow. And you see a look of realization come over his face at Nora, and he's like, I want to talk to you later. Alone.
Yes.
I'm not going to kill you.
Again.
Again.
Hey, what? Septimus is just like, what?
V's just gotta be like, thought so. That's pretty much it.
But Nilo.
Oh, hi.
Nilo, buddy.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Um, on a scale of 1-10, we're at a solid 2.
Okay.
Sad. He's angry. Sad again.
Foma takes you back to what you presume to be Blood in the Night King's bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
It's fancy. It's
Yep.
really fancy. There's like, it's all blacks and purples and silvers and golds, silk sheets and curtains, and just it's a beautiful bedroom. The ceiling is the night sky. There is a stand-up mirror in the room.
A stand-up mirror, you say?
It is shattered,
Okay.
and it's partially covered. It looks like the Night King may have shattered it at some point. Not recently, like it doesn't look freshly done. The other mirrors in the room are covered. Actually, hold on, let me check that. Okay. That's okay, I guess. The other mirrors in the room are covered, except for part of one. Near the bed. And on the bed you see Liam is sitting on the bed next to tucked in, like, sleeping Bled. She's like covers her up to her nose, like covering her nose. She just looks really cute and sleepy.
Okay, Ori, you already hurt this character. Don't act innocent now. Oh, she's asleep now?
She's asleep, and Liam's sitting on the bed just kind of like stroking her head. Foma comes in and he just motions for you to just do whatever you're gonna do, and he sits down in a chair by the fireplace.
Nilo sits down pretty much on the foot of the bed. Looks... So, Nidius is the one that does this?
Liam responds. Foma's just sitting there being quiet. Because he can't speak.
Why?
Well, you've not heard the story, have you?
I don't believe I have.
Nidius worked for the bitch queen back in the old lands a
I
long
feel like
time
I've heard
ago.
that before.
And for some reason, he wasn't ever dealt with after the war. So when we had to leave due to Sorayler's blight on the lands, Nidius came with. At some point, he acquired Oberon's name. Oberon was meant to be on the Day Throne. And Liam's really serious right now, a complete, 180 from his previous disposition. He's not making any jokes. Nidius was supposed to be on the Day Throne. Or not, Oberon was supposed to be on the Day Throne. But, Nidius made him bend the knee. Forced him to give it up. The lords got upset, made Nidius at least give Oberon a seasonal position as the ruler of the seasonal court. But also, he rounded up as many of the shifters as he could. Couldn't get a hold of Asher. Couldn't get that lucky. But as punishment for what she did, he demanded that she be given to him. Because regardless of the fact that she did not control herself, that Sorayler had control over her, and Liam's gripping the sheet right now, he's pissed. He demanded that she be coming with him, and he already had her name. Sorayler gave it to him, I think. But her name was also given to 3 Summer Lords, who Nidius obviously has murdered at this point, because he wanted sole position. But he took her back to the Day Court along with all of the other shifters he rounded up, and kept her there. She's only gotten out in the last 500 or so years.
happened to the other shifters?
He just looks at you and I'm sure you can guess. Name
this
it
is-
and it's probably happened.
So is this just what he does? He just waits until she's having a good day and ruins it every time?
Pretty much.
Eye twitching. All right. Then he kind of moves up to where Blood's face is and just looks down. He goes, "You just hold on, Ma. I know you must have suffered a lot over these past centuries, but I promise you this. We're gonna free you. That will make up for every happiness you lost since then. I promise."
God damn it, Nyla. She kind of stirs a little bit and just like rolls over and takes the blanket with her and like knocks Liam over because he's sitting on it and he just like flops backward.
Get
Give me
wrecked,
that
Liam.
Uh, and 'cause she's strong. She's a strong little thing, and Liam was on the blanket. She kind of looks up. Like her face is mostly covered by the blanket, just her eyes, and her eyes peek open, little silver dots, and she just looks at you, and she's like, she doesn't really say anything, but she like slides an arm out from under the blanket and just grabs onto Nyla's arm.
Aw.
And she's weak, but she's strong, like weak as in not feeling well.
Weak in energy, strong
Yeah.
in, grip. Ow,
So give
ow.
me the goddamn blanket, Liam. Liam's like, fine, I'll get off the bed. Foma's just watching quietly.
Yeah.
Back in the throne room.
That's the scene.
I'm gonna change music because I'm tired of listening to this.
Not back in the throne room. I don't want to do.
No one kill Nora.
He's not gonna
Don't
kill
kill me
Nora.
again,
He's already
please.
told her he's not gonna kill her again.
I like how we have to add again to that.
Unless Nora proves to be traitorous, in which case.
I thought that was blooming Light of the Seven. Then I was like, nope, I'm out. Peace. Nice knowing you. Good campaign.
But he
Yeah, I don't think he'd kill her. Make her wish she was dead, but not kill her.
He just looks at V again, and he's like, we're not going to rush into this. I'm just letting him know my intentions right now. And my intentions are to give his head to Asher and put Oberon on the throne.
I would.
Yes.
Hold on, Lee. I wouldn't tell him your intentions, even though that's like part of me is like, I'm a very honest and forthright individual, and I like telling people that because there's part of me that says don't lie, like really deep down inside. So I'm kind of like with you with the telling them because that's just, but also from a smart tactical move, let's not.
V's like behind Septimus and is like, while Septimus is paying attention to Night King, she's pointing at him and going like, he's good. He's like thumbs up, like he means well.
Also,
Why did you say hello? Your whole family, I swear to
Okay.
God.
Did the Night King say that?
Yes.
I mean, we've never technically met in person, so I just, it's politeness. Hello.
Look, he's proved himself. And
No, that's fine. I just don't understand his, like, you're supposed to say okay, whatever. Alright, you know what?
yeah,
Roll
that's-
persuasion on the Night King.
Oh, goody.
nat 1. Damn it.
Dan 15.
I mean, but he's also the Night King, so a okay roll is now like, well, that's just my ability. It's been a 1.
Oh, fuck.
Did he roll a nat 1?
Execute that man.
Oh wait, he's probably got like a plus 15. I mean, still.
I just rolled a straight d20 because I don't have a sheet made.
I'm like Septimus. I'm a daring. Don't kill me.
Cause I kind of don't want to stat him. But I don't have a sheet made, so I'm just rolling a straight d20 for right now without modifiers. So yeah, he rolled a 3.
Yes.
He just looks at you, Septimus, and you can tell he's trying really hard.
Not to kill me where I stand.
No. To
You would know if.
So
you
he's
wanted to.
trying to rein in that fury that you guys can see in the shadows. And not use it on Septimus, because he's not mad at Septimus. He's pissed at Nidius.
He wants to lash out at something.
He wants to lash out at something, but not at something living at this moment, because he's gonna have to go somewhere and do something else.
He's just gonna excavate a cave through a mountain,
Please, not me again.
top to bottom.
I
No,
get my dues.
He just sighs. All right. Then what do you lot suggest we do? Because I'm tired of that. And he points back. I'm tired of standing here helpless while she just... And he just can't say it. He can't get the words out.
Well,
We get-
obviously kill him, but we do it smartly.
Oh, I never said I was gonna do it
As much as
stupidly.
I understand your...
I've got plans.
she just looks at him like, I'm sure you do have plans, but you're also very angry, and sometimes that can cause some problems.
Asher just shrugs. He's like, I don't know what she's talking about. It's never done me any bad. He doesn't say it. He just kind of.
Not everyone is a Tarrasque-sized wolf.
She looks at Asher and she's just like...
I'm just saying. I go in. I chomp his head off. I come back, and then we just have
But
a
it's
party.
not
It'll
that
be nice.
easy.
Great plan.
Can't just waltz in there,
I
go
know.
ballistic, and chomp his head off. It
I
does not
know.
work like
He's
that.
got things to keep me out. I'm well aware.
Yet that probably wouldn't stop you.
Probably not.
Exactly. Which is why we should do this smartly.
Our original mission, if I remember rightly, was we were going to go and get some weapons from the human world. Is that what we were doing? We're going to slowly open human world to get weapons from the human realm for the war. Right. Have we got those weapons yet? Because we should probably start by getting the weapons, then maybe declaring war. Step 1, weapons. Step 2, declare war. Not step 1, declare war. Step 2, get the weapons. That's not logical.
I've got enough for the Sentinels and my special forces and Oberon's special forces, and Robin, and he looks at Robin, has a whole arsenal of iron and ashwood weapons. But we don't have enough for an army, no.
Look, you can probably bypass a lot of diplomatic stuff. Tardoman has quite a lot of weapons, from what I remember.
Enough for an army of Fae intent on destroying the sun?
Yeah, probably. It might not be a whole lot, but it took out a bunch of giants for 8 years. And they were very good. And a large majority of those weapons are still there. Probably stored, used in the watch. If you want to bypass the more diplomatic stuff, I have a friend there who would more than likely help us. But I can never remember his name.
I also recall that you're supposed to be finding me a mirror.
Yes. About that, I don't remember where it is.
He just looks at you.
Yeah, because, like...
You told me you knew where that mirror was.
Some things have...
What happened?
To unlock Crane, I got rid of some memories, and I don't exactly remember which ones, and some things have been erased that shouldn't have been erased, and I think the mirror was with that.
He looks at Roth. Did she tell you where it was? Fox nods. Says, I remember where she told me to find it. Go. Find it. Take a day or two. Rest. And then I want you to find that mirror as soon as possible. Fox just bows and nods. He's...
She looks very sheepishly, but at the same time kind of guilty because she is at the moment, and Roth can probably feel it. She is trying to remember, but obviously she can't. She's just
Oh,
getting blank
no, the Night King probably has taken a guess on who's done what, but
yeah.
he's not going to be wasting time on getting pissed off at V.
That's constructive of him.
You know, he wants this mirror.
Okay, so weapons mirror, cool. How much do you trust, like, all your subjects on a scale of 0 being like my family and 10 being like everybody?
I don't. My sentinels I trust. For multiple reasons.
Just saying, if you do, when you do declare war, just maybe keep, your eyes on enemies within the court.
I'm always
as well
looking
as
for spies.
Cool. Just throwing that out there. Also, please don't murder my brothers.
When he says he's always on the lookout for spies, he kind of motions to the shadows.
Right.
Not much gets past me.
That's a little bit creepy and evasive, my lord and liege. Please don't kill me.
I'm not watching all the time. The shadows just report to me when they find something that they think might be of interest.
Okay.
Can I speak to your shadows later, just out of curiosity?
No.
Oh, okay. That would have been useful. That's fine.
You can talk to V.
Yeah. Hi.
Okay. Wait, what?
He out of character. He can talk to V maybe later
Oh, okay.
about the shadows. Granted,
Oh,
they
yeah.
may go back and report that he's talking to V about the shadows,
That's fine.
unless you can convince them to not. But he is their leader, and they do what he says.
Okay.
Nilo! Hey Nilo! Hey buddy, pal!
Yeah, what's up?
You know that mirror?
The one that's shattered in the corner?
The one that's partially uncovered?
Yeah.
It probably, the cloth probably got knocked off of it a little bit.
Alright.
Cause
What happened?
It probably got knocked off it a little bit. SB actually is with the rest of you. She's kind of nervous about the fact that Nilo's gone in there by himself.
He will probably just go baby star. He'll be fine.
And she kind of relaxes slightly, but she's still fresh, nervous. But Nilo, that mirror.
Yeah, it's
The sun does not shine in the night court.
okay.
There's sunlight coming out of that mirror right now, and it's getting brighter and brighter and brighter, and
There's sunlight coming out of the mirror.
a
I
shape
said to Liam.
begins to emerge out of it, and Liam's like, "Oh god damn it!" and pulls out his sword. Not fucking right now. I didn't want to do this, you dirty bastard. Why are you here? Nilo,
Yeah.
out
Yeah,
of
what's up?
out of that mirror. Hold on.
Is it someone we can kill?
Oh no.
No.
Hold
Is it
on.
someone I can flirt with?
You can certainly try.
I mean, sure. Like, do you want to try?
Hold on. Oh wait a minute. Did I already make it? No, I
Oh,
didn't.
why is it all exit minimized? Oh, I don't want minimized, thank you.
One moment.
Just spooky disappearing into things. No, about peace. Oh, I'm gonna have to take this wig off.
I thought I saved it. Hold on just a second.
I shall patient myself.
Passively, V probably would have noticed that Helcom's gone.
Hey, Ori.
Yep.
Am I still muted? No. Ori.
Yep.
Is quick question. Is Ibjorn still in that room?
Yeah, he's with you.
Alright,
He's in front of you
She would now
protectively.
be hiding. What?
He's standing next to you protectively.
I was gonna look. She's now hiding behind him pretty much for the rest of the conversation.
What are we looking at, Ori? I think I have an idea.
You see that step out of the mirror.
Son of a bitch!
Yup.
Oh,
He
Hi.
looks nice.
looks
I-
familiar.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd think that you would look nice on his wall.
So Liam took out his scimitars, is what you're saying, right?
Liam's taking out his weapons, yeah.
Nilo is holding primal savagery.
And Bled actually like kind of rolls over and sees him and like just like scrambles and back into the bed and like tries to hide. And
Is that the bad guy? Oh no, he's hot.
Oh, come on!
that's the Day King.
No, we need to kill him.
That is the Day King.
I mean, if Septimus wants to try and seduce him, he 100% can.
I just don't think that'll end well for Septimus.
It
Would
probably
Nilo, would
won't.
Nilo know that is the Day King?
You can guess. Oh, that's not hard to guess.
The sunlight motif and Bled being scared. It's one of two
Hey.
people.
Praise
Do a
the
roll.
sun.
If you get
He-
a natural 1, you have no idea who it is.
He steps out of this mirror in this black armor with gold like sunbursts on it and like flower design, like the knee parts are like flower petals, like the veining on flower petals, like. And he's about the same height as the Night King, and he is just an intimidating presence. Just entered this small, now seemingly small bedroom,
All right.
and he's got this cocky ass grin on his face, and looks at Liam, and he's like, "Oh, look at you. You think
So
you can stand in my way?"
So you know that mental connection that, bond mates have?
Yeah.
Hey, SB. The Day King just showed up.
About that time, the Night King just suddenly, you guys see his demeanor just absolutely fucking change, like on a dime. And he just turns around and goes straight into back to that hallway. Actually, he doesn't even walk. He just, you guys see him start to turn that way, and she just whoosh into the floor, into the shadows, and just disappears.
Shadowport.
Would Helgrim still be there at that point, or would he have been?
Helgrim would have already boofed into the shadows.
Okay.
SB kind of just looks absolutely just like, oh god, oh god, oh god. And, Nyla says the Day King. He's here. And Thorian and the rest of them just fucking weapons out.
Weapons out, run gun the hall.
Asher just boom.
Yeah, V's gonna probably get Ibis and ask her to get her there.
Yeah, Asher's
possible.
taken off down that hallway at breakneck speed. Ibis will come and collect you.
So she will probably poof and.
What are the rest of you doing?
Let's follow.
You
So
can
can I see how long the corridor is, and is it a straight corridor?
It seems straight for the most part. It does look like it curves around at the end.
Just how many feet?
It's a long corridor, probably about 100
I'm gonna
feet.
just dimension door to the end of the corridor to get ahead of everybody else.
At least as far as you
Yeah.
can.
At least as far as you can see, because he's just like, I'm not gonna do this into a wall or something dumb. Poof, to the end.
Up to 500 feet away
Okay.
from his current
Nyla.
standing position.
Yes, hello, how may I help you?
He looks at you and he's like, "Oh, it's nice to see you again, little puppy. You've gotten so big.
Fuck.
Why aren't you dead?"
Well, the person that tried is really shit at what he tries, at anything he does.
I didn't want to
Okay.
waste my time on a pup.
But you did try, that's the thing. You already wasted your time and you still failed.
Stab it to that.
Just holds up a hand.
I'll be looking forward to see how much that ineptitude spreads.
Holds up a hand and points at blood. Be careful what you say, puppy.
Just
You
growls at
see
him.
all around his hand, you see like a really heavy necrotic magic. And Liam kind of just puts himself in between that hand and blood and blood then.
Bless you.
I've been trying to pronounce it right. I've just been really dumb.
Same.
Liam just points at him and he goes, "He's on his way, you better leave."
Oh, by all means, stay. See how it goes.
Not here, Nilo, not here. And he knows it. Don't you, asshole. Oh no, I'm not going to do anything here. That would be dumb. It wouldn't be any fun now, would it? Wouldn't be any fun. Lethan, come here. And she's like hiding even more. She's like, no. She's crying.
What can I do? I
Protect
want
your
to
mom,
break this.
dumbass.
I want to
No,
break
but
this man's
I can
fingers.
do, but I need to get there.
It's gonna take you a second to get there.
I know.
Fun. Are we
I'm
there
hoping
yet?
I get there in time. I know exactly what to do.
He looks towards the door because he can hear people coming, and he knows the Night King's probably not far off. And he doesn't want to tango with the Night King in his own domain.
Hmm.
And, yeah, actually, where is that character sheet at? I don't have his sheet fully made up yet, so, I'm gonna be using someone else's sheet, so ignore the, name on it. Please tell me I gave them that spell. You guys get to learn what spell he's got.
Look.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
No,
Naughty, naughty Kool-Aid.
Liam, Nilo, Nidius in that order. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Nah, let's just have an NPC and one mid-level NP or PC versus the big bad right now. Let's go. What could I?
We got this.
And that's when he cast power.
Nope, he's got another spell.
Circle of Death.
Oh, I don't want to cast it at that low of a level. That's not very nice.
Navidolcin, Ward, Wilton. I'm just casting necrotic spells on now.
He points it at Liam.
Oh, no, don't kill the good boy.
Why are you not working?
I mean, Ivis, hurry up.
All right. If he's casting a spell, I'd like to say I did have Primal Savagery ready to go as well.
He's casting Inflict Wounds at range
Yeah.
on Liam.
I mean, there are ways to do that.
Yeah.
How does he? Oh my god! Why? No. How is?
And that the numbers aren't right on the plus to roll because I'm using my cleric's sheet because I don't have a sheet made up.
Right.
Septimus would literally be dead. Walking away.
He throws.
Well,
She would
unconscious.
20 HP.
Nope.
he
If it's a
throws-
necrotic spell, it's sometimes.
Finger of Death.
He can cast Inflict Wounds at range, which is terrifying. He just points it, and he was gonna use it on Bled again, but then he's like, no. Because Helgrim, you've been there when he's done it before.
Yeah, I know.
Liam kind of just like doubles over Nilo,
All right.
and
I want to attack. I really do.
okay. Let me change the music because I'm not making you roll initiative because you're not gonna win this fight.
That's why I said I want to. I didn't say I was going to.
Oh, that's too happy. Fuck no.
Yeah,
It's a bar fight.
Why is it the sound of a carnival? He's about to take you on a ride.
He is about to take you on a ride, or he's about to take somebody on a ride.
Ah,
No.
He looks at Nilo. Just
What?
steps over Liam. Towards the bed.
No, I get in his way, and I conjure 8 poisonous snakes.
Sick, I'm scared of a snake. Steps on one.
Let's fucking get him, snakes!
Get him.
He steps on one and just crushes his head.
there's 7 more.
I'm not scared of your snakes.
You're not laying one hand on her.
Who said I had to touch her?
Sorry if you're talking, we can't hear you.
God damn it!
Ah, damn it!
Okay, we heard you there.
He said, who said I had to touch her?
Yeah, it's just your lips were moving but no sound.
I don't know why. I think my mic's like singular directional and I was over here. What are you gonna do about it, little doggy?
So, create and destroy water. I have to choose a container, right? Lungs can contain water.
Yeah?
You're really gonna try to desiccate Nidius, huh?
You really gonna bend this shit? Wanna bend this shit?
You know what?
What level are you casting that at?
Not enough. You know what? Let's just not get fancy and blight him.
Not enough.
I cast blight.
That's purify food or drink.
Like,
What'd you
I
say?
hope you enjoy this food.
You cast purify food and drink.
What? What the? How did I click that?
I don't know.
Have a nice meal before you die.
Oh shit, that's the wrong one.
Here, eat this meal, you son of a bitch. No.
You like these tasty steaks.
I just purified it for you, and then I added more poison.
Okay, Nilo, as that blight hits him, it kind of just dissipates against his armor. You remember what Liam said
What?
a few minutes ago.
What did he say?
He worked for and with Sorayler.
Oh fuck! I should not have cast this then.
Well, it
That's
was
what
a
I was thinking.
it was a moment of
Fury, that's fine.
yes.
He just smirks as it just kind of sparkles off of his armor.
Oh,
Doesn't-
that's right. You were the bitch queen's dog. My bad.
Oh no. Oh no, no, no. I got what I wanted.
Mm.
She's no longer a concern of mine. She seems to be one of yours, though. You're gonna have to pick who you're going to have to fight, because you can't fight us both.
Before this is
He
over,
continues moving towards Blood. What?
I'm gonna rip your tongue out of your throat. and
You
serve
can
it to the
try.
rats.
I know the big one wants my head too, so it's fine. Just add your name to the list.
Oh, the puppies want to fight. How cute.
Yeah. And he looks back at the
Okay,
mirror.
I've thoroughly had enough of this dick bag. I'm shifting.
Oh.
Liam's like, stop!
Liam's just like, no.
Alright, the rest of you make it to the door at this point as Nilo shifts. The Night King bamps into the door and he just looks back over his shoulder at him. Aw, you lot think you're cute. Chomp. Alright,
Rage.
that hits. Okay.
Nice.
So 16 chomp damage.
You've got armor on, but so
See, I feel you should make the damage check numb.
Oh, wait a minute. This form has multi-attack.
Chomp chomp.
Scratch.
doesn't do anything. It just slides off the armor. He just looks at you, Nilo.
Mmm.
Counter spell.
Okay.
He's casting that at 8th level.
I'll roll.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Intelligence.
12. Wow, wow,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, it's just your straight intelligence check.
Yeah, it's an intelligence skill check. You have to beat 18.
No.
Please beat 18.
Hey!
Ooh.
Okay. New target acquired. He looks at Septimus.
No, okay, at this point, because he's looking at this, V is just going to be like, you really suck at killing people, don't you? Especially with your boot.
With what?
With his boot, remember? Hold on, I'll message it to you.
Oh!
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Oh!
Yeah, I just revealed my hand.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah.
New target acquired.
No
target.
shit. Oh yeah, no. Okay, V. Okay.
And then V's head explodes
Bye, everybody.
from the psychic scream.
Actually, let's.
Septimus.
I have a question. How far away is left?
She's about 5 feet away from him right now. He's in the process of trying to grab her.
From me.
Nilo,
me.
Nilo's
Oh.
in between him and her.
She's
that
about
attack
20
was
feet from you.
Gonna do a dump. Gonna run and do a dump. Come willingly with me. And Misty step her away.
She's terrified of Nidus right now, so she's gonna go
Yeah.
with whoever can get her away from
Like-
him.
Grab her, 30 feet, Misty step. Poof, out we go. Bye.
Okay.
Wish I'd kept my dimension door now. Because I could have been 500 feet away.
These,
I mean, we'll see how this resolves.
V. Before he does that, I want you to make a dex save.
Yeah. 25.
Good job.
He just casually cast 9th level disintegrate.
No, he was gonna grab her and try and take her through the mirror.
Oh.
What, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, okay.
You revealed your hand.
You
You didn't like it.
revealed your hand and he's pissed.
Yeah.
You guys see that cool facade just break, and he looks at Nilo. Just kind of smiles and waves. And he looks at V when she says that.
V whistles.
He looks at V when she says that. And V, you see that sword on his hip. It's the same sword.
Yeah.
It's the same sword.
While he's looking at her, she's gonna whistle and she's just gonna be like, to the sword. And she's gonna shadow step the fuck away and bolt.
He's gonna look around the room and looks at Narmoon and goes, or the Night King, and the rest of you, and he looks at Nyla and the Night King, and Asher's about to just rip his fucking head off.
Well, shit.
SB runs over to Liam and starts trying to help Liam back up. Because Liam didn't go down, it just, that was a hit.
Yeah? And you tend to ways.
He just looks at all of you and looks at Narmoon, the Night King, and is like, I'll be back. You can't cover all of them. And he just steps through the mirror. And the Night King just rails off and just shatters it.
Scatters every tiny bit of it.
And Septimus, how far away did that take you? 30 feet?
30
30
feet.
feet.
Like, so probably just behind, like, the Night King and everybody, like, phew,
You're in the
Shield
hallway.
wall.
You're in the hallway with her.
yay.
He's also in the hallway, but further up.
She is shaking. And she's tiny. She's like 5'2", like 115 pounds soaking wet.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna be like, okay, so, okay, look at me. Just look at me. You're going to be okay. This will be fine. Take a deep breath. He isn't going to control you for much longer. I can swear. I swear that to you. I promise on my name, on my life.
She just
No.
buries her face into Septimus's chest.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh, he's like, oh, okay. Oh, that's fine. Yep.
You don't hear V say this or anything, but this is just what I picture she would say. She'd be like, you got benefits now. Like, you've got brownie points.
You
V's
did it
just
good,
like-
Septimus. You did it good.
No,
Good job.
she's bolted. Like, she 100% like shadow step 60 feet, and then the rest of her movement she just bolted. So she's probably in the
War chambers.
the war chambers again, sitting down.
The Night King just looks around at the rest of you and he's like, what was that again about us not declaring war?
Nilo shifts down and spits out a bit of Nidus's blood. Everything about that dickbag tastes terrible.
He's going to bring out a side of me that's not come out in a very long time. He kind of just does the almost feral looking snarl on his face. This is the second time he's trespassed on my home.
Let's make sure there's no third.
Just gonna be like, pat. How did he manage to do that, my lord and liege?
Someone knocked off the cover on a mirror.
Why do you have those?
Didn't know he could do that up until recently, and I've not had a chance to remove them all.
I volunteer as tribute?
Yeah. He looks at Thorian and Liam, who's been healed up by SB and helped back up onto his foot and peg leg, and
Was Fomalhaut was in the room too, right?
Foma was, but he's not. He's still very. He couldn't take 90s.
I didn't.
He was just like, nope.
I just wondered if he hid himself from Nidius.
Oh yeah, he hit himself. Like
Okay, good.
he can't take Nidius in his current state. He would not win that fight, and then you guys would be out of Starfey, and Nidius would be getting a power boost.
I mean, to be fair, I knew I couldn't win that fight either, but I tried.
Yeah, but he's
I know.
very weak
I know.
right now. The Night King's like just looks at the sentinels in the room. Remove all of the mirrors in the castle, put them somewhere dark where he can't get in.
Don't just put them somewhere. Like, I can just tell you right now, Your Highness, my Lord and Liege, like, you're pretty foxy. You don't need to see what you look like, especially if they're a gateway to potential armies. So I have a suggestion. I'm very good at it. It's called Fireball. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yes, let's just make a glass slag pile.
Pretty much.
I don't care what you do with them, just be rid of them.
I guess glass and silver.
Is there a window in this room?
Yes.
Okay.
It is okay, so the Night Palace itself, before you do what I think you're about to do, is very high up on the side of the mountain overlooking the valley.
I know. I was thinking in shifted form that Nilo just grabs the mirror in his mouth and just tosses it out. the
Okay,
window.
okay, that's fine. I thought you were gonna leap.
No.
Don't do
What is
it.
that? The decision you came to, like, I
Nilo in,
thought you were gonna leap. Wait,
yeah,
what?
Nilo in shifted form just grabs the mirror and tosses it out of the nearest window.
The sunlight fades from it as you see it drop several hundred feet to the valley below, and there's some civilians down there that are like, the fuck is going on up there? It's like a good 500 feet down
That takes care of
from
one.
that window.
Septimus will just continue to awkwardly, and then just go, Nalo, could you just...
She's not letting go of Septimus. Like, you know that granny grip?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Septimus, this is the most love and affection I've ever had in my life, and it's making me very uncomfortable.
Alright. Nilo will shift down and go over to Blethen.
Night King will come over too, but like she looks up at Nilo and she's just like slowly, like she does. You know what you do when you transfer a baby from someone? It slowly just grips the next person.
Yeah. Just in turn. Septimus, then her boy, and then the Night King.
Yeah, Asher's just pacing right now. He's getting mirrors, and you see Asher just boom. Like you guys see, some of you have not seen like actual Starfire cast. You've seen the lamps, but you've not seen it come like from a source of star magic. And you see Asher just boosh, boosh, boosh. Like any mirrors he's finding, he's lighting, and the flame is like blues and greens and purples and pinks and yellows.
Melting it.
Just destroying it.
Septimus is following him.
Quick out of character thing. That 53 necrotic, that hit me, right?
I dispelled.
You dispelled it.
Counterspelled.
Yeah,
No,
it was going to Nilo.
You countered it off me, and then he tried again.
Oh, I didn't realize he tried it again.
He tried again, but I'm gonna say with that dex save, he didn't hit you.
Okay.
Because he wasn't casting that one at range. He was casting that one to when he
Right.
grabbed you.
Oh, yeah.
Because he
More
can still.
terrifying because he can do that multiple times.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. Because V's sitting in a chair just like, oh.
That's. I'm just gonna tell you right now. It's one of his. Like, yeah. He doesn't have that many at wills, but that one he does.
I mean, he was a willing servant of Sorela, who seems to just be living necrosis.
I can confirm, as my blight spell did not work, I should have chosen better.
Yeah, that blight spell just looked like pixie dust falling off of his armor. Green pixie dust.
Good to know that. Good to know this. The blight runs all the way to the blight spell.
Yep.
Septimus will just look up from where he's looking at the Starfire going, I would suggest psychic or force that can't usually be countered by any kind of resilience. Not that I would know that.
Does the Day King have a resistance to fire?
More than
Ow.
likely.
I would presume so. Why I didn't cast Fireball and why I went for your mum.
Fire, probably any sort of light damage, radiant damage, etc.
Force and Psychic, like I said. Sometimes Thunder's also kind of useful.
He
but not-
doesn't have strong mental abilities other than what he can do via using a name. He can use a name via mental abilities, so I know he's got some form of telepathy, but that's all I think he's got. I don't think he's got anything like us. He can't modify memory, at least.
Well,
Let's just... He's not going to come back for a few days. He knows I'll kill him if he sets foot in here again.
Septimus is just going to pat his pocket and then just be like, hey, Oberon, just chilling with some friends here. Make sure to destroy all your mirrors and I hope you stay safe. And some fucker just tried to break in. Please don't die or be possessed. Also, I apparently owe you equivalent exchange of information. I'll do that later. Cheerio.
It's just the thing just ting 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 ting, and every time it's just ah.
You don't get an answer back.
That too.
Okay.
You
fine.
don't get an answer back, at least for right now.
Okay. I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna look at this Starfire and see if I can ever learn this fucking shit. It looks fucking fancy.
And the Night King's just like, I'm going to listen to the suggestions for now. But if he does this again, if he sets foot in my castle again, if he does anything to her again, I will be issuing the form of declaration. At this point, go rest. We'll sort out what your mission is in a few days. Just spend time getting yourselves sorted and ready to go.
Lord Asher, can we take care of the head thing, the mind thing? I think that might be important now.
Asher's like, yes.
I don't know why that was so funny.
We take
How
care of
did
the
it
head
lie?
thing?
Just like
Oh, god
just
damn
the
it.
now thing.
I
Just made me laugh.
I just like that Nella was still calling him Lord Asher, even though now it's just like
What?
he knows.
I don't understand.
Blen is clinging to Nilo too as he's trying to like follow around. The Night King's letting her hold on to Nilo, even though you guys can tell he wants to take her and just not let her go, but he's letting her have her time with Nilo. Kynan's looking through you. Oh wait, you're not there.
No. Helger made Kynan no longer an issue.
Okay.
Oh, smart.
Well, that plus if people kept talking, he was going to probably lash out, so he just left. It's like,
Alright. Robin's probably looking for you. But yeah, the Night King's just like, just take a few days. We'll decide this later. He looks at Nilo. Can I have her back tonight, please?
Well, yeah, I mean, she's a person. She can make her own decisions, of course.
I know, but I want to give her time with you, but I would like her back this evening.
Yeah. All right.
He kind of just
He has
comes over.
very strong grip strength. How do you deal with that? You have very strong grip strength, Mom.
She just like shoves her face in the Nyla. She does, and it doesn't hurt me, so it's fine. And even if it did, it would be still fine.
Wait, how much did you say Blethen weighed?
She's like 115 pounds soaking wet.
Nilo is less.
yeah.
115?
He's 113.
Nilo is a twig,
Yeah.
like anorexic.
You hear
It's the
her
blood.
like,
Yeah.
You hear her mutter something about feeding you.
Is that good,
you
Mom?
need food. You're a stick.
Yeah, I'm just picturing like Nilo, like everything south of where she's gripping him is just like bone white. Just
Yep. You hear bones creaking.
right. Like it's the blighted arm, and the blight has just gone white too.
Yep.
She's gonna.
Oh no.
What?
What?
What
Oh,
was
no.
the oh no about? I was gonna do something bad.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ori. You know that I just suspect you for always wanting to hurt characters.
I don't do that.
Yeah, can confirm.
Just the last 2 sessions.
Can
Yeah.
confirm.
And your entire lore.
Yeah.
Listen, I needed to make sure you guys knew Nidius was an asshole.
Objective complete.
She just
He
is
seems like a swell person.
The Night King looks at Nora and he's like, if you would, please.
Oh, I failed to stick it in him.
What?
I failed to stick it in him. It was on my mission list.
Stick it in who?
Nidius.
Yeah.
Oh.
The pointy
Oh
end.
yeah.
No, but you did it
Don't say
good.
that out loud.
You did it good.
Yeah, Septimus just literally says, oh, I was gonna stick it in him.
You just hear V from down the hall. It's like,
What?
your other plan was better.
Yeah, it was.
But you could have run in, stabbed him, and then.
What have you got there, Septimus? A knife!
No!
I am not used to having an ashwood dagger with me yet. I should have stabbed him with it.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
you could have stabbed him with it, and he would have went away with a nice little present if you hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. Completely forgot about it.
Yeah, he would have had a nice little present.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But yeah, so the Night King's like, Nora, if you would please, so I can give my wife time with
The baby boy.
the baby.
I am 427.
He just looks at you.
Yeah, yeah, you're a baby. Shut up.
Yep, that's exactly what I want.
And she's looking at Ivorn. It's like, can you come too?
He looks at Ivorn for a second. Fine. Out of respect for Ari, I will do that.
Oh.
He likes Ivorn, but he wants to talk to Nora specifically. But he's not gonna just deny Ivorn being with Nora right now, because he knows. He leads you off to what you think is his private study. You've been here before.
Oh boy.
Pilgrim,
Mm.
you're at the star pool, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
In the mountains. Are you in the apartment, or are you just in the pool cave area?
The cave for now.
Okay. You're pacing because he's
Mm-hmm.
wanting to pace
Mhm.
strongly, and you're pacing.
Yeah. I'm allowing him that. He just.
What's happened? What's happened? What's happened? What's happened? Is all he keeps repeating. He goes, "I'm gonna kill him. What's happened? I'm gonna kill him. What's happened?"
Just trying to figure out how to word it. Because while Helgrim agrees with Kynan, it's just a matter of not wanting to go headfirst into it. No.
At some point, Helgrim, you get a message from Robin being like, well, he's here. That's it.
We're fucked.
The taking just shows up.
He does that. That's why you need to get rid of your mirrors. What?
Okay, we've had too much emotion. Sophie, break.
What?
Too much emotion and intensity. I think we all need a Sophie break.
Break for dog.
I saved September.
Dog break. Derby, come here.
Gary.
I was just like,
Douche.
he's giving Septimus a look. Nope, I'm revealing my hand. Any other person she wouldn't have.
Dovey.
That made love on you, damn it.
But now that's kind of worrying for me now, because I have to deal with stuff.
Douche.
We're gonna have so many assassins after us. It's gonna be.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
Oh, yeah.
great.
Well, he's
Welcome
just
to
like,
Septimus's
"Oh."
life. Normally.
Yeah, but you see, these aren't coming from one of our family members.
Yeah, exactly. This is a nice breath of fresh air.
You
Right,
guys-
it's somebody who doesn't want to just kill you because like, you might be a threat. Well, no, it is.
Liam just looks at all of you. He's like, I don't know about you lot, but if we're going to be taking a few days to do some things, I'd like to eat dinner, like soon. Like dinner, like big dinner, and he looks at me like, I
Oh, you
want a
asking
big
me out?
dinner. I mean, if you want to.
Wait.
Oh fuck!
What'd you do?
She hit her elbow, I think.
I need my dad. That hurt. That's gonna be a bruise later.
Anyone
Yep.
on insight on that?
Oh,
Is
listen.
that what I think it is?
Oh yeah.
Don't care.
No, listen, Liam's lonely, okay?
Septimus is just being Septimus.
He's gonna boink Liam later, is that what's gonna happen?
Oh no.
He's asking him for dinner.
Liam's just asking anyone in the room for dinner, but Septimus offered to be a date, so... Helgrim knows.
Is there?
That Liam's a fucking
Oh, yeah.
sleeps around with everything.
I thought you said a vegan, and I was thinking, I'm not really seeing how that follows, but alright.
Liam is the Night Court equivalent of Oberon. What's your sexual orientation? Yes. But Liam's like, oh, do you want to go out to dinner with me? I was thinking we could have us a nice big feast here in the castle, but I mean,
The more the merrier.
we can go later and have some, go have some fun on a date, maybe like just the two. I don't know, but I mean, Liam's
Septimus has already started to walk off in the other direction. He's like, I'm bored now, bye.
Oh, what the fuck?
Liam's like, oh.
Oh. Now you made him sad.
He's gonna be like, go chase after him. Diplet.
Oh, like, you just hear a clop, 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 clop.
You just hear B in the background going, he's worth it.
Just I'm surprised Liam didn't just appear.
Oh yeah, Liam can do that. No, he's being pathetic right now on purpose. He's just
Aw.
like clop, 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 clop with his peg leg.
Come back.
Thank you,
How could you
dishwasher,
do
for
that
the
to a
donation.
wounded person? And yes, I know he's been healed.
Hey,
Oh, I feel bad now. I'll slow down.
You get the sense that he's playing up. Like, he's a very accomplished warrior with a peg leg. Like, he can still fight and everything very well. He's just playing up the...
The sad boy.
I lost my leg to a dragon. The least you can do is, like, say hi to me. I
Oh.
just want attention.
Oh.
Someone love me. Can you learn to love me?
I don't really love anyone, but we can make ourselves
Alright,
like
Freddy.
enjoyable.
Nilo yells down the hallway, "You must first learn to love yourself."
So, yeah.
Have you
Great.
ever drank a Bailey's from a shoe?
Oh my god.
No, but I'm willing to learn. Let's go.
Oh my god, Rory.
Somebody love starts playing in the background.
Why are you like this?
You just hear some Faye down in the valley go, I'm all Greg!
I'm old Greg.
No, the curse of Greg has returned.
No, but Liam plays up the puppy dog look for a minute, and then when you're like, okay, let's go, Liam's like, he
Is
just
there somewhere,
wants a friend.
is
Hmm?
there somewhere that Leffen wants to go? Or is this hallway just good enough for now?
There's a sitting room that's in the same hallway, like it's in one of the doors, and she just wants to go like curl up in there.
Alright, sounds good.
Night King looks and he's like, you can tell he does not want to leave her right now. Like, him needing to talk to Nora is pulling him away from her, but he does not want to. The shadows have calmed down. They're still kind of agitated, but they've calmed down. And Liam bounces off towards the kitchen to tell the chefs to prepare a dinner for the lot of you. And he's just like, he's happy. Liam's happy. He's like, I got a date tonight. I got a date tonight.
Severely wounded like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, that's always happens. That's a daily occurrence. You know, like right after the
I'm always wounded. Ah, my liver.
Listen, right after the dragon bit my leg off, I healed it up and I hobbled back home. Like, I just hobbled home, had a drink with Thorian here. And Thorian's like, God damn it.
Oh yeah, like also probably I might be getting arrested. So you know, if I don't make the day,
Why would you be getting arrested?
just things, stuff and things.
By who? I'm the
He
police.
just put. And he just starts going policey with police face, and he's like, no.
He points at Thorian.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, he's not going to arrest you. He's grumpy, but he's not going to arrest you. Why would he arrest you? You've not done anything.
Ori, to sort of like maybe make the situation better, I conjure 8 puppies.
Oh.
Oh no.
You hear a noise escape your mother that is just absolutely
An
pathetic.
inhuman squeal.
Yeah, like she just like babies and she's like,
There, I knew
No,
that. I
she-
knew that would help.
Oh
Puppies.
no, she's so precious.
she's still holding on to Nilo, but she's like she's still touching Nilo, but she's like
There's your puppies.
babies.
There,
He's
that's
just like, I
better.
could have just turned into a puppy.
Yeah, but you can't turn yourself into 8 puppies.
Yeah.
But
Have
she
9 puppies.
yeah, Liam's like, why would we arrest you?
No, do you still suspect I killed my brother?
No, never did.
Oh.
No, you're like the only one that's not a murderous asshole out of your whole family. Like, why would we suspect you? And you can't kill your twin.
No, that's true.
You can't kill your twin, so why would we think that you did it? No, you've never been a suspect. Plus, your brother will, you know. And he like pulls out the resistance symbol. Your brother was an ally. You know who probably killed him was Sunshine McSun asshole back there.
I kind of figured it was maybe my dad, but you know, that's at least a little bit better than that nightmare.
They probably got found out. I don't
Yep.
know. I've got to look into it. We're still looking into it. So, you know, your family's suspect, yeah, but...
In like 400 years, justice really loves slow.
You know...
Just saying.
You
I
know...
thought for 400 years I was prime suspect number 1. I've been chilling in the summer.
You know... You know, you really should ask questions more often than, you know, hiding in the corner behind someone, because, you know, that might have cleared it up 400 years ago when, you know...
I mean, you're not wrong. That was pretty much what I did.
It's okay. Cowards are cute. And he just keeps on doing it. You can tell he's being funny, but
Oh, that's one person ticked off my list. Am I a prime suspect? Nope. Excellent. Tick.
nope, you're not the prime suspect. There's, it's either one of your other brothers, your father, or someone who's a loyalist to Sunshine over there.
I always knew it was Sextus. I don't. No, he's nice. Sometimes. Don't kill him. I don't want to be Sextus. I'm just throwing that out there now.
Why not?
Precisely for that reason. Queen Sextus has a terrible ring to it.
You can choose another name, right? You don't have to be
No.
bound by the laws of your family.
I think this is like a stealing thing again. I don't think it. No.
So
No,
Yes, yes.
no,
Give someone else the Septimus name and take theirs.
Septimus. If you wanted to go by, say, the name
Bob.
John, you can do that. You can start calling yourself John, or Mabel, or
Twinkle.
Twinkle, yes, or even Fish.
Tyrannosaurus.
I mean, you can call yourself Liam for all I care. It's a good name, no, yeah. But
I call myself Fee, and my real name is you don't need to know.
you that messed up.
And I also have the name of the Devourer of Queens and
It's true you do.
the Giant Slayer.
That'd be the Devourer of Kings, and then he's just kind of like.
Liam's like,
The
I don't get
Devourer of Queens for me is not eating them out.
it. Liam just laughs like he actually gets it, but he inside the wheels are turning, but the hamster's dead.
The gears are turning, but there ain't no teeth.
Okay. No, it still doesn't work. That's just not how.
We can come up with a name for
yeah.
you.
But,
No.
but,
We can find a name that you like.
but what
I
do
know
trade
my
for a name?
I know my name.
No,
and
not
so
that one.
Septimus is a good alternative.
No, not
Could
that
be
one. We can
Christmas.
give you another. We can give you another like chosen name.
I
Like.
feel like letting you do it is a bad idea.
No, let me do. It's a great idea.
No.
I've named
Leroy.
plenty of babies.
Are they all named Liam? No.
Are they all named Liam McLean Face? Maybe.
Yeah. No.
Look, we've got libraries here, right?
I named
So
one
we
of
can
them
go
Tom.
find you a name off a book. What's your favorite book? We can find your favorite character name and we can put your name as that.
You just see V kind of just lift up her her book, and she's like,
Hmm. Hey, you could just open up a book of baby names and just pick one at
she
random.
just
right?
opens up a book, opens up a page, and it's just like, there's a name, pick a name.
I don't think
Random
that's
page.
a name I want. Anyone called. That's a smut book. Okay.
yeah. Opens it up right to the steamy action. No names, just descriptions.
Question.
Just what?
Maybe you can help Oberon, or Oberon can help you pick a name.
You see,
Yeah.
if she's opened the book, you probably see a very similar name to the person who's in front of you. Not her real name, but just the letter, but it's spelled V-E-E.
Titania's a great name.
I mean, it does sound very nice, yeah. Titania, I've not heard that one before.
Read about it in a human book.
Oh, it's a Yumi name, isn't it?
The face.
Okay, Liam.
Fucking humies.
I mean, Queen Titania also has a great.
Yeah.
It does have a nice ring to it, though, I'll admit, for a human name.
If I can hear me, they took me leg. I thought it was the dragon. Ah!
I got my leg caught in a bear trap that had a label dragon on it, okay?
The kid's name was Draco Malfoy, alright?
I found this wine bottle that has a bear trap on it. It says it's a dragon brand.
You know, yeah, that might have been it. I was a bit, you know... Yup.
You just drink your leg off?
No.
Free bear trap at the bottom of every bottle.
No, it was a dragon. Do you want to see? There's a painting down the hall here of the dragon and me fighting.
I can't move.
It's just like a 6-year-old crayon drawing. I made it myself.
Alright.
Alright, well, I've ticked off one of the things I wanted to do this evening. Wink. I'll tick you off later.
Oh!
Meanwhile, with the Nora and Night King, serious.
The serious drama now.
I love Liam so much.
Yeah, and then Septimus walks away and just, what did I get
Just
myself
like,
into?
meanwhile, the Night King's like, what the
Sorry.
fuck is going on with them?
Like, he can hear through blood, and he's just like, God damn it, Liam.
Yeah, he's probably not like, what the fuck is going on? He's probably more just like Roth with V. Just, God damn it, Liam.
Liam's,
He's
you
slightly
guys,
freaking out in her head.
you guys get the sense that Liam's just trying to lighten the mood.
Liam's being a good boy.
Liam's being the good lad. But so Nora, and we'll do some of this on the tech stuff just because it'll be easier to do, and it's a
That's right.
private conversation. So, but he leads you into his study with Ibeorn and sits you down and looks you over for a second. And so, I take it you're and he's kind of a little awkward about it. You're adjusting well, I see. Or do you not like that body?
It's not mine. To be fair.
Yeah, and would like to
Nora's just
apologize
whining.
about that.
No, it's
She's
so
kind of like looking at her hands a little bit, just like, it's not really mine. What? Do you know who brought me back?
He looks at Ibeorn. Let's just say a deal was made with the mother.
But didn't she? The commander, though.
Something that didn't draw on her power brought you back. And he looks at Ibeorn, who kind of just like looks off to the side. He kind of looks. He doesn't regret what he did, but you kind of see like a look of just like slight shame.
What happened?
Well, Ibeorn kind of just starts, and Night King just.
Just like, nope, I ain't stopping this one.
I'm out. I got my
Yeah,
own
just-
fucking problems.
Yeah, it disappears.
Ibeorn. No, Night King just sits down. Ibeorn kind of just looks. He looks ashamed of what he's had to do, but he doesn't regret it. Like, you can get the sense that he doesn't regret what he had to do.
He doesn't like what he had to do,
He
but
doesn't like it. So, do you know, and you do know about this, and he just reminds you, but do you remember the pool at Asher's house with the 2 fish?
yes.
Those fish are akin to avatars for her. And
What did you do?
She offered one to me to bring you back.
Wait, he killed one of the fish?
Yeah. He sacrificed one of the two spirit fish. The 2 avatar fish.
Oh, fuck.
With her permission.
Mhm.
So it doesn't harm her or make her situation worse for letting him do that.
The power was already there, regardless.
Right. He says that she said that you were wrongly removed and that it was okay. I don't like having to have done it. I didn't want to do it. But I also didn't want to lose you again.
That
Just a
boy.
little teary-eyed.
And the Night King's just like, staying out of this!
Not saying nothing. I'll just wait until I can talk again.
After all, I only lost you because of looks across the room.
We can talk later about that. She's gonna turn to the Night King. It's like, was there something that you needed to tell me more specifically aside from?
Well, probably will need to gather some things. But if you would like your former self back, I will attempt to do so. As apology. But it will take time.
Are you? Is that really possible?
My father is Sylvanus. I can do a few things, yes. But as I said, it will take time. I'll need to gather ingredients and permission.
What do you need me to get?
Nothing. Just wanted to offer. If you don't want it, I understand. I will not. But I wanted to make the offer known away from your friends. Because we found the one who did it, and that probably was one of the few times I acted rashly.
Kind of like holds her neck a little bit.
Sorry about that.
It was chaotic then.
Well, they stole and murdered my child, so... You can tell he's still not terribly happy about allying with the humans. But... he's doing it out of necessity. Like, Nidius is worse than the humans at this point, so...
Is it possible to give me a day to think about it?
You've got a few days before I need to send you a lot off. I need to decide what we're going to do, so... that is fine. It's going to take me time to gather what I need to gather, so...
Just kind of full of emotions right now. variety of things going through her head.
There is one thing.
Hmm?
If Ori out of character is thinking this right, true resurrection. Yeah, so she's gonna have to die again.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
But I can make it painless this time. And quick. He kind of looks down. He's like, I did not make it quick last time. Everyone kind of looks upset at this, but he knows if you want it, he's not gonna stop you.
Stab. In the head. Quick way.
Crunch.
Chop your head off the head. All good.
The side of torture.
But yeah, he's offering that to Nora. The rest of you, if you don't have anything else for him, Nora, that we can't do in the text stuff.
Nothing else that I can think of.
Okay. The rest of you, dinner is being prepared. A few hours later, you all bled. Finally, is recovered enough to get up and go get food because she's hungry.
Enough.
The hour of puppies was very helpful to her mental health.
Yeah. The Night King does come and retrieve her to help her down to dinner. It's nice dinner. It's really nice. Best food any of you have ever had. V.
V's gonna have she's gonna have her usual vegetarian stuff, but she's also got some carrots, and she's gonna take a few bites and then just kind of blurt it out.
Are you alright? Are they bad? Do you want me to eat them? Are they poisoned?
Do you want me to eat them? Are they poisoned?
Okay.
she gives the carrot.
I've eaten a lot of poison in my time. Nom nom nom.
Yeah, like the Septimus is just like resistant to
It's
poison.
just like,
Mithril just kind of looks at you, narrows his eyes.
I mean, if
You
there's
hate carrots,
poison,
but you eat them. What?
you know, if there is poison, I can use that.
Oh, the
that
purify.
spell. Yeah,
Oh,
that spell. I use that 90. Purify
real
food.
quick. Septimus, I meant to tell you this earlier. When you did the detect magic earlier, in the room, when you just glanced around the room to see the shadows and the chain and everything, you passed by, your eyes passed over Mithril. His eyes are beacons.
Oh, nice.
Pew pew.
He's
like,
got permanent true sight.
Cool.
V's just gonna be like, you can have the carrots. I don't feel like eating.
What's wrong? Roth is like, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? Why are you not eating? Like, he rolled a 19. He rolled a
Why not eat the
19.
Eat the carrots. damn it.
Mithril rolled a
I can
19.
always provide celery if you'd like that preference.
Asher and Bledden.
Yes, I would like some celery.
Oh, sure. I would catch some celery.
Asher and Bledden kind of like look at each other for a second and they cock their heads.
Oh my god, is this like a carrots are a junky thing?
They look like a pair of German shepherds, like doing the whole
Yeah.
like.
She eats the druid crafted celery.
One of the servants brings out more if they notice. Mithril kind of like pats Asher on the shoulder, and Asher's like,
And Mithria would know 100% she always eats carrots.
like, I don't want to reveal this part because I don't want to reveal why they can see this. Blood and Asher do not have true sight. They've got something else.
Wolf sight.
No.
Wolf.
Mm-mm. No, they've got something else that lets them see certain things. But yeah, dinner, and then if you choose to go out with Liam later, that's fine. If not, he'll just go be hitting on.
100. He will
I'll just
100%
go be Liam.
take him out.
He's gonna
but,
go
like,
hit on someone else.
Nothing is. He's gonna take him out. It's gonna be a nice fancy date. Nothing is gonna happen. Like, at all,
Yeah, because
100%.
Septimus doesn't follow through.
Yeah.
Yeah, Septimus doesn't follow through.
Septimus will get to the point, and
Septimus is
then
gonna lose all Liam.
Literally, yeah, Liam will get to like the door, taking him home at night, and just Septimus will be like, "All right, lean in," and then just go, "Oh, that's
Can
where
I
that
do
feather
something?
got," and then
no. I'm just picturing if he still had Dimension Door, just leaning in and.
yeah.
At,
I mean,
at
he still
the
has Misty Step.
party-
That's true.
and not at the party, at dinner, if Liam's there, can we just let Liam know that Septimus is really shy?
Oh yeah, no, you can let Liam know. Like
Yeah. So she'll basically tell.
Liam acts like a little horn dog, but he just wants company. He's lonely.
Yeah.
He
He
just
just
wants
needs
a
a
hug.
friend. Yeah.
He
Basically,
just needs a friend,
him
and
his hug.
Septimus 100% gives
Just
him
needs
that.
a
It's like,
friend outside of work.
I conjure
Bas-
puppies for Liam.
Basically,
I
she's
feel like
just
he'd
going
love
to
that.
say that, like, Septimus is shy. He doesn't really follow through with anything. It's all right if you just want company, but if you want more, you're gonna probably have to do some convincing.
Okay, then, I mean, I'm not going to pressure him into, you know, but like, I just want some company.
Right.
Sorian's been all
But he
like
does
grumpy,
need to
grumpy
push, 'cause
pants.
I think he's never done it before.
Oh,
Which
and
is why I
he's
think
friends
this
with
follow through.
Oberon.
Yeah, they haven't done it.
What?
We have been trying to push them onto each other, and
Liam
they just
just
haven't
so
done it. Even Oberon
confused.
hasn't done it. Oberon didn't do anything.
Wait. So you're saying Mr. Horndog with the sunshine hair is all like being like
I mean, they're flirting. They're 100%.
But
flirting,
he's
and
not,
they're
like-
probably,
he
Don't
didn't
flirt?
instantly trying to get him into bed. Is he
not that
sick?
everyone-
Boink.
I had to say something in Giant that was very, very saucy.
But Oberon
To
didn't
get
try to get him into
Oberon
bed
to-
like within 15 minutes.
No, they
What?
haven't.
Is
done
he
it,
sick?
To my knowledge. I don't know.
Is Oberon sick? Oh, I need to go check on him. Something must be wrong with him.
I think Oberon is perfectly fine. I think he's perfect. She's just gonna be like, he's perfectly fine. I just think.
No,
maybe
no,
either-
no. No, he's sick.
No. It could possibly be that he actually likes Septimus, or
But he likes me too,
he
but he's not.
didn't want to pressure Septimus because Septimus is a virgin.
I love Liam just.
You're saying these words, but I don't understand.
You're
He's
saying
never
he's
had
sick, but
sex.
he's not sick, but he's sick.
Septimus is never.
Oh, the
I
poor
don't know
lad.
what Oberon's thinking, but they send messages to each other. Always
Oh,
like a-
Oberon gave him one of those. See, look, I've got one, but he never talks to me anymore.
And Septimus even bought him
Aw.
some griffins.
Aw.
I mean, he talks to me, and we do things when I come visit. But I've been busy.
I miss him.
I don't have any more flowers.
Do you need a friend, Liam? You
Yes.
just need a friend.
I can't be
We can
friends
be
with
your
you, you're my
friends.
cousin.
I can't be friends with you like that.
Well, I don't know which. I just meant like platonic friends, like a friend.
Oh, I mean, yeah, we can do that.
That's disappointing.
I mean, I don't. Yeah.
Oh.
But you're related to me. It doesn't count.
Liam's like, yeah, no, we can be friends. I just, I'm gonna go down to town now.
Well,
Okay.
you know,
He's just gonna be like, do
I'm
your
just
best.
saying, the dryads in the autumn wood are very friendly.
Oh no!
Oh, I know.
Oh, I know.
Liam, let me show you a magical time. Literally fire, like, sparkles.
Let me show you a magical time, and as they're going,
Oh! It's so pretty.
Liam is just the one friend at a bad performance who's like, who's giving the support, even though he knows it's absolute shit.
Bravo!
You're amazing. Like, but also Septimus will be messaging Oberon, just be like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you dead?"
Liam's like, you're amazing, Swig. You're amazing, Swig.
Is he fucking you
not
with you,
even
or is he drunk?
not even like letting go
Yes.
of the bottle, using the bottle.
Yeah. He's just
Non-stop,
clinging
just
two
doing-
bottles together,
Just like chugging the Jameson.
Yep.
or he's doing it with two bottles at once.
He's chugging Jameson and just being like,
Uh,
Half
love-
a bottle with a fork.
fucking love Liam. But no, Oberon eventually will answer you back,
Okay.
Fuck.
and all it says is yes.
Can't even remember my fucking question. Fuck.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you dead?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, Septimus. Wait. How are you telling me you're dead? You're dead.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and call the session there. We ended it on a happier note.
Yay.
Right.
Yay.
Septimus will
Happier.
send Oberon one thing, but I will send you a message of what he sends him for
Okay.
equivalent exchange.
Okay. But yeah, that is the end of this episode.
Open my head, Asher.
Asher
Fix
will
it
open
up.
your head in
don't-
text RP.
It's all good.
Phrasing?
Oh god, I'm really bad at this, aren't
You
I?
keep saying these things and, like-
No, I mean that's not phrasing in the conventional way. Like, do you want him to remove the block or like crack your skull open?
Whatever it takes, man.
I mean,
What made you've never been good with phrasing?
I have never been good with phrasing, never.
Nyla's just got a literal skull cap.
did you just send me what I fucking think you just sent me?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oberon
Oh.
responds back, and he's like,
Oh, is it cute?
"We need to talk."
Oh, it's
Is he a
cute.
virgin? Did he just tell everyone he's
No.
Why am I picturing Septimus messaging Oberon that? Oberon, are you a virgin? And it's just it's a very fine drawing. Oberon just
Oberon's like, "You wish."
Dishwasher, please don't out me. Oh,
Can I get a B after watching her sleep?
But yeah,
Oh,
no, we will call it there. Wow,
Yeah, man.
Septimus.
Yeah, let's call it there before we get
Septimus,
Twitch.
Septimus with the big moves. Wow.
Oh, Septimus.
Okay. We'll deal with that in a text RP.
None of us will let that die, Dish. None of us.
But yeah, so we're gonna call it there. Next week we will have an episode. The final episode for this season will be the 28th because I will be and Random will be flying to Seattle or flying back from Seattle that day on the 4th. So we will not have a session on the 4th. We will have
Right.
season 2 starting November 11th, and I might have like a nice little intro
11,
video.
11.
I'm gonna try to work on a nice little intro video.
Ooh.
But yeah, we're gonna call it here. You guys,
playing next week?
we are playing next week. We're playing next week
Oh,
and
yeah,
on the 28th.
The next 2 weeks we
The-
have.
Next
we
week
have
is the 21st.
2 more sessions left in this season before we are out for a week.
Yeah.
So,
On November 11th, I'm working as well.
huh?
On November 11th, I'm working as well.
Okay, yeah, that's right. But we'll decide whether or not it may be November 11th. It may be the next week, depending on what the next few weeks hold. But yeah, so we're gonna call it there. You guys, as a reminder, we got merch store. You get discount.
Get those shirts.
I made a.
They're comfy.
Hold on. I made new Moobot things. There we go. Cast.
Yay.
Moo.
And you guys, we have a Twitter.
Not a question mark.
Get rid of that question mark, for crying out loud.
No,
No, never.
it's your
Until
surname now.
until her real name's revealed.
Yep. There we go.
And that's what her real name is actually, Nora.
But yeah.
No,
Full stop. Nora, full stop. It's like, nice to meet you, Nora, full stop. No, that's not what I meant.
I'll be adding some new designs to the shop soon, so there's gonna be a Mama Blood shirt.
That
But yeah.
shirt.
But yeah, that's all I've got. If you guys want to show your shit, your Twitters have been linked in the Moobot, but nothing
Yep.
else. So
Shill the shit. Shill the shit.
I'm Nuka
Alright.
Puka on everything, so follow me stuff there.
I'm Tempest Slippers on everything. So do the same.
Do that. I'm Bloodmage96, also on everything. Do that.
Myth is same on everything.
Yeah.
Him? That's Mythosia. Like,
Yeah. I don't do anything.
I'm just a cloud
Do
that
that.
appears.
I'm just a man.
But you're not Hori.
Random is a good bean. That's
Um,
important to mention.
and did we miss anybody? No, you can find me
Random
over
has a cute dog.
Lady Ori with the underscores. Everywhere. I'll be opening commissions back up November 8th, question mark. So if you want one, you can go ahead and request it, and I'll hold your spot. But yeah, that's all we've got. Next episode, next Monday, same time, same place. Come say hi.
Happy day.
We'll have a better happy days. So
We met the big bad, hooray.
yeah, you did. You met the Day King.
I want to kill him. I'm gonna stick it in him. I'll remember next time.
Let's raid. Let's raid Scrat.
Online?
Scraticus's.
Never trust that. I always have to click on their channel first. Make sure that they're live.
Fair enough.
Oh, nope, they're not. Oh! Let's see. Schmoog. She is. Okay. Alright, bye. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.